As I've said, when I'm elected, the homeless tent cities will come down on day one. We will offer the services and the shelter that's available. Hundreds of millions of dollars that the mayor has spent. We will offer them services. If they refuse, the laws will be strictly enforced. You know, KOB did a story yesterday, Mayor, and you have gone after a bookstore owner in Nob Hill. And you are taking him to court because he has a homeless tent city in his parking lot. Now, what you've said to the court and what you're asking a judge to do is because all of the neighbors complained. They said there were needles, there was open-air drug use, there was human waste. You have gone to the city or to this judge, and you have said, I want them to be declared a public nuisance. Mayor, my question for you, if that business owner in Nob Hill is a public nuisance, what does that make you?
So you are not the answer for public safety. You are part of the problem. You cost our city in your policies that you're describing $130 million in lawsuits because they're illegal. You cost lives because innocent people, including some who are homeless, were killed. And you cost confidence in our entire city and in our police department. That's why they gave you a no confidence vote. And it wasn't your first one. You had one when you were in charge of the state police too. And you also had one from the fire department because you interfered with paramedics. This is your story, and it's wrong. It's the wrong way to deal with the homeless. The homeless, on day one, to do what you're saying, you are literally describing Trump-style roundups and chaos and violence, and no one wants that. Instead, what we have to do is make sure that we enforce our laws, which we do, but you also have to have a place to take people. You have to have services to give them, and you have to do things in a legal way so you don't get sued. That's what real leadership is about. That's what governing is about. It's not just getting angry and shouting out slogans. It's about a real plan, and that's what I offer.
You don't even know what to say to that. It's so bizarre. Mayor, I asked you a question. This man has a tent city in his parking lot that has needles, open-air drug use, and human waste. You have gone to a judge and asked them to declare it a public nuisance. Your tent cities all over this city are exactly the same way. Families have to live in that filth. Businesses are struggling to survive. If that man is a public nuisance, what does that make you?
At the end of the day, we need answers and a spectrum of services. And so we enforce the law, whether it's that individual or it's folks in our city. And that's why you see our city being cleaned up. That's why you do see people who are using drugs being appropriately arrested.
Subscribe to my channel to learn more.